You just speak with your boss and you absolutely win it. You have it confirmed. He tell you your wages coming up from the next week. But when next week happen and you check your payslip, nothing happened. And when you are in the room with your boss or manager, you feel like just that stupid grass from the Western go around. Nothing, no conversation, quiet, everybody forget about what was promised. Sounds familiar? I give you the second one. Your coworker, which is in exact same position as you are, suddenly out of nowhere come to you with a lovely request. Can you please take that extra job for me because I have to go God knows where and I have this and that to do. And the job what he give you is the most stinky job he could possibly give you. And of course you have to stay, but it's just 2 hours. It's just on the Friday. Can you do it for me? Of course, for free. And yeah, I do it, you say yourself. And then you all the time doing that, stay complaining why I accepted, why I'm doing this. But you don't say to him nothing, right? Or the third one, which is my personal favorite. Your neighbor park his huge ass SUV half through your driveway, and instead of ring him and tell him to move that garbage out, you spend 15 minutes go reverse and back to try to sneak your car somehow away without scratching it. Familiar as well? No matter what happens in your life, people will always test you. And no bully, no abuse starts straight up with big biblical punishment. It always starts small. And the next time when you are in that situation and your boss promise you raise or your manager and suddenly he don't keep up on the promise, instead of stay quiet, I say, listen, did we have a conversation last week? What happened? Like, I highly encourage you to assume he might just forget, but many times people play stupid in order to take advantage. So think about it next time. No abuse start big. It always starts small. People testing water. How much this guy can tolerate? How much I can go over him? How much I can push him? Same with that coworker. He never even know your name. He don't even say hi to you maybe a few days. You don't have him on social media. You don't go outside with him. You barely know his name. You don't even know his second name. But suddenly he is the most sweet person in your company and try to offer you his most stinky job, what he have in that day, if you can do it. And instead of accept it and then beat your head off, learn how to say, no, I won't do it. I don't want to do it. Why should I do it? You are on the same position. You have zero moral responsibility because trust me, my parents grow me to all the time try to help people, to be nice, but I realized very quickly it not work that way. When I was small tiny kid, I remember we have that one other kid which for some reason don't like me. And when I spent time in a playground playing with the sand, building sandcastle or whatever, he just go and start stepping all over my thing. And I never can wrap my head around it. I say, what I'm doing wrong? I'm always nice to him. I never show my teeth. I never complain. And he just always go there just to ruin my work, what I built. Till one day my fuse pop out and my bucket full of sand finish on top of his head. Since this very moment, I don't remember he give me more hassle. That's maybe a bit too much what I did, but I was like 4 or 5 years, so I don't manage hold my fuses well. But that's just showing the point. People will always try to test you. Same with that stupid car in front of your driveway. Let's assume it might be accident, but don't leave it as this. Ring your neighbor. He say, listen, darling, how are we? Can you move that box which you park on through my driveway? I can get out. Doesn't matter if it's 4 a.m. If you have to go out and they cost you hassle, they are responsible. And I don't mean this if you know your neighbor and might have problem with the parking to forgive them occasionally, but I believe that majority of the time people just literally take the piss and they testing the water. They see how much this guy can tolerate, and if you tolerate it once, the sad reality is it never end up just once. It come again and again and again and again, and that's how you end up bullied. That's how you end up taken advantage of, I take no piss in my life. If I feel somebody treat me poorly, I'm immediately to confront him. And not because I like confrontation, but I know by basically swallowing that small stress for a few minutes, I managed to buy myself future time of calmness and happiness. I know my mom as well have a huge problem with this. And she worked in the school, in a primary school with the small kids, and she absolutely loved her job. But I remember in the one day I come to pick her up from the school, and instead of she go immediately with me, there was some parents argue with her. And unfortunate situation was that that parent have, like, his child was sick, have some mental disorder, and as a school they wasn't able to take him on the school trip. But the parent, when my mom showed, like, we cannot, even if I want to, I cannot, and this and that, and he's hard to manage already in the normal class, so we cannot take 10-year-old child for 3-day school trip in the mountains. And the parent just starts screaming at my mother, and when I witnessed this, I was like 16. I said, listen, can you calm down? Like, what the hell, who you are? And I explain myself, I say the situation, and I say that's not how you talk to people. And I remember my mom, she never tell me nothing after that situation, but she looked with some sort of like pleasure on me. She looked, I don't even know how to describe feeling, but I believe she was proud of me in that very moment. Even all my life she teach me to get away, to stop, you know, to try help people, to give it possible deniability that maybe just something bad happens. But at this very moment, I know if she not be confronting the guy, or I will not confront the guy because of her inability to go into conflict, I know she will just get home and be miserable. And I know exactly same, if your boss promise you that wages, you go home, you think about it, maybe he forget, maybe he don't, maybe this. Did he take a piss of me or he... No, stop assuming and start acting. You know, people always look on the weakest link and always will look for take advantage. And your job is to don't let them, you be the victim. Thank you so much guys for watching. If this resonates with you and you have similar story, please put me in the comments below. I promise I will read it. Thank you so much for watching and see you tomorrow with the next one.